Have you heard of the Elephone U and the Elephone U Pro? These are both highly anticipated phones from Elephone, and if you want to know how you can enter to win the Elephone U, keep on watching to find out. Welcome to the giveaway of the Elephone U and more about the official launch event that will be hosted by Elephone for the U and the U Pro. I'll talk a little bit about the giveaway and talk about the Elephone U and Elephone U Pro also to give you some info. To be honest, if Elephone does not mess up, the Elephone U Pro is going to be a runaway success. Anyway, we have some official information from Elephone that the official launch date of the phone is February 8th, and Elephone is going to host their own press conference in Madrid, Spain. However, you can already reserve your spot in line by going to the Elephone website, and if you are one of the first 3,000 people in line to reserve the phone, you get a free quick charger and a screen protector as well. In addition, you also get a chance to win a signed t-shirt from Club Deportivo Leganés, a second division team in Spain. It's not Real Madrid or Barcelona, but whatever, it's still pretty decent. And be sure to like this video if you are super hyped about the Elephone U Pro. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about both these phones. Let's start with the Elephone U. And to be honest, the specs look pretty impressive until you start digging in. So you get a flexible AMOLED display, okay cool, up to 6 GB of RAM, overkill to be honest, and 64 or 128 gigs of storage. And the 128 gigs of storage, that's a ton of TV shows. Almost 200 hours of 720p to be exact, so that's pretty crazy. However, it is using the Mediatek Helio P23 processor, which to be honest is not amazing. It's definitely okay, but there's nothing really that special about this chipset. The Pro version is actually a lot more impressive. So you get the same flexible AMOLED display, up to 6 gigs of overkill RAM, 64 or 128 gigs of storage, and you get the very good Snapdragon 660 processor, which in my opinion is the best balance between battery life and performance. I think the Snapdragon 835 uses too much battery and the Snapdragon 625 is a little too slow for me, and to be honest, if you are a tech enthusiast, that Snapdragon 625 phone is going to slow down a lot faster than a Snapdragon 660, so I'm really happy about the choice of chipset here. But it gets better. The Elephone U Pro will also come with NFC, so you can use Android Pay, and it also will support wireless charging, which makes me happy and sad at the same time, and I will explain why later. Let's go in depth a little bit for both these phones before we talk about the giveaway. So Elephone has confirmed that both phones will be manufactured from glass and metal, but there is a 99% chance that these phones will look the exact same. And why am I saying that in a bad way? So first of all, I hate glass phones because they are easy to crack and shatter, and I really wish companies would stop putting glass on the back of their cell phones. So why do I think both these phones will have a glass back? Because the Elephone U Pro has wireless charging and you cannot charge wirelessly through a metal back. Oh yeah, and how much you want to bet both these phones do not have headphone jacks. Next, I'll quickly talk about the biggest selling point of both these phones, and that is the flexible 6-inch AMOLED display. Lots of phones use AMOLED displays nowadays, the Lenovo P2, UMI-Digi Z1 Pro, OnePlus 5T, so AMOLED isn't really anything special. However, a flexible AMOLED display is special, and surprisingly it isn't made by Samsung but a Chinese company called BOE, and they announced flexible displays in October 2017 or something close. What I'm hoping to see are flexible AMOLEDs that don't shatter when you drop them on the floor. Now that would be something truly awesome. Now battery life, it's kind of weird that the cheaper Elephone U has slightly bigger battery than the pricier Elephone U Pro. It's not that much bigger, but it's still bigger. That being said, the Elephone U Pro should be able to get at least 9 to 10 hours of screen on time easily because of that fairly efficient chipset, while the cheaper Elephone U should get around 7 to 8 hours of screen on time because the Mediatek chipset is less efficient. Two more quick things to talk about before we talk about the giveaway. The cheaper Elephone U will get Android 7.1 Nougat, while the more expensive Elephone U Pro will get Android 8.0 Oreo. To be honest, I'm not too concerned what version of Android the phone comes with. I'm perfectly happy with older Android as long as it's optimized properly. And the other thing is that I really hope Elephone does not put a custom skin on top of Android. UMI-Digi did that with their UMI-Digi S2 Pro, but then they took it off after people started blasting them for it, so I really hope Elephone does not even start putting skins on their phones. Performance-wise, both phones should work pretty well. Finally, the last thing we are talking about is the camera. Both phones will feature the exact same camera setup, a 13 megapixel color camera, and one other 13 megapixel black and white camera, pretty much the exact same setup as Huawei, and they hired a software company called ArcSoft to optimize the software for both phones. However, I still expect the Elephone U Pro to take better photos than the cheaper Elephone U. Now why would I think that? And it's very simple. The more expensive Elephone U Pro uses an expensive Snapdragon chipset, while the Elephone U uses a cheaper Mediatek chipset. And the image processing hardware and software is different on both these phones. So I expect the Elephone U Pro to be able to take better looking photos. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly sure I'm right. Also, I really hope 4K video recording is enabled out of the box for both phones, but someone in comment led me to see that the specs show 1080p, which is very sad, and I hope they enable 4K ASAP. Alright, thank you so much for persevering through the entire video, and this is the part that you've all been waiting for, the giveaway. So this channel, Z Reviews Tech, is giving away an Elephone U courtesy of GearBest, and in order to enter, it's pretty simple. Click on the link in the description below or in the comments, and in order to enter, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you click on the link, and that instantly gives you 5 entries into the giveaway. Now that's all you have to do to enter, but if you want a higher chance of winning the phone, sharing it to Facebook or Twitter earns you 5 extra entries, and you can share it up to 5 times. And if you do that, your chances of winning increase 6-fold. You can also follow me on Twitter for a few extra entries as well. This giveaway ends February 28, 2018, so you've got lots of time to enter. The phone will ship worldwide except like Antarctica or some other weird places, but 99.9% of you watching this phone can be shipped to your location. But if you are living in a weirdo place that GearBest does not ship to, let me know in the comments down below. I'm super interested to know exactly where you live for research purposes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll be uploading an unboxing, review, and a bunch of other videos about the Elephone U Pro and the Elephone U very soon, so make sure you're subscribed not just to win this phone, but so you are alerted from my other videos that are dropping. Click on that bell icon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.